everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, good afternoon. Hey, Abigail. Hey, Mods. Hey, Sharon. Just got out of the pen this afternoon. I don't know if you noticed, but got a new tat. I got a new tat. Hey, Tammy in New York. Hey, Squirrel Girl, Donna Cooper, Diana H, Caitlin, Florida court reporter, Puka Vista, Abdazzle. One sec. Okay. Hey, West Coast. Hey, Sunrise Cupcake, Joanne Hawley, Gemini Girl. I don't want to get too behind. Chris Crafts and Coffee. Hey, Aloha Sue. Hey, Jamie Palmer. Glad you're feeling a little bit better. Hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Sin. Scientology Up North. Hey, Liz Tricks. Lady O. Christy Lynn Wilson. Hey, Angie Mo. Hey, DS Kitty. Hey, Lumen. Thanks, Lumen. Hey, Armine. Yeah, just one so far, Armine. Good for you, Sharon. Yeah, West Coast, just starting out with the one. Hey, Tiffany B. Robin Miners, Paula J. Yes, we are. Chris Crafts and Coffee. Hey, Buffy. Wanda. He's a little bit better. He did a show last night, Wanda. Hey, Vince. Oh my God, Sunrise, that would have been good. Hey, Kim Leaf, Mrs. Carson. I missed you too. Hey, Kathy Burkhart. Chicago Jane is back. Linda Gillum. Hey, Kim is blue. Kim, did you see my I just got out this morning. I was in Victorville. Angie Mo. Okay, welcome in. I just got up. Hey, Panda. I hope you're doing good. I've missed you. Thank you, Lydia Krause. Hey, Katie did it. How are we? What's going on? How are you guys? Real quick, has anybody tried this? They were buy one, get one free at Publix. Hey, Jen. Remember I had to go to the UPS store? So I stopped at Publix. Hey, Callie Galley. Jen Finberg, I love you, babe. These are super sugary. How much sugar is in this? None. How is there no? I just took one sip before I went live. Dang. Ann Battles, I haven't checked Marilyn's page today, but I wouldn't be surprised if she put something up on me. She absolutely loves me. She's obsessed with me. Oh, they're really, really sweet. Why? What are they sweetened with, I wonder? Because these are super sweet. I don't like it. I don't really drink sugary drinks, so that makes all the difference. Hey, Renee B. This is called Tears of My Enemies. Yes, Scientology Up North. Who did I just miss? I feel like someone just... Renee B. I said hi to you, right? Honey Lou. Artificial sweetener. I guess so. I know Kim is blue. Those buy one, get ones. They will get you. Hey, Dawn Clark. Meredith Lynn, welcome in, girl. Oof, this is really sweet. Hey, Beachcomber, Aspire to Inspire. Good to see you, babe. So as you guys can tell, as we do a little roll call here, I'm going to have to add something to it, just like some water. A sparkling water would be smart, Armine. Hey, Enlightened Truth Seeker. Trace, welcome in. As we get going here, I just have to do this. I have to talk about this a little bit just because some things have come to my attention. Hey, Rox, I want to just say thank you. It doesn't look like she's Joanne. It doesn't look like she's here, but I want to say thank you to Lindsay. We all know Lindsay. She's a member of our chat. Nice, Abigail. Enjoy that. And again, I hope your parents had a nice anniversary. Hey, Rachel Sandy. Thank you, Ghostwriter. Yeah, I am. Armina, it was the best I could do because I hate the color orange. I don't wear it. It's gaudy on me. So if I had something orange, I would have put that on. You'll never go through my closet. Well, that's not true. I have a couple of tops with some floral with orange in it, but I would never own anything like bright orange. It's just, I can't pull that off. Few can. I got out this morning, Abdazzle. Hey, Miniola. That's a long time, Mineola. Uh, what did Tommy call this guy? LARPing. What does LARPing stand for? He told me and I can't remember. Yeah, Sunrise, that's not a cat. That's a French bulldog, but it looks like a cat. Hey, Starlina. LARPing. Someone tell me something. It's like role playing. Yeah, Bigsy, fresh out from this morning. That's nice, Abigail. Live action role playing. That's what this our friend Tom Baley is doing. Dude is live action role playing. But back to I want to say thank you to Lindsay and Tyler, even though they're not here. I want to say thank you to those guys because they've been doing a lot of research on my biggest haters, Marilyn, Goot, and Knife Order. Hey, MLG. Knife Order's name is Tom Baley and Goot is Andrew Schlagler. But both of these guys, including Marilyn, they're obsessed with me. These guys are super obsessed. They've made it. They tell on themselves. They've made it very clear they're only interested in me, Johnny, and Tommy. And Goot is his behavior has changed drastically. He did a really strange video last night. He's acting like he's picking apart everything Lindsay is saying about him and he's acting extremely defensive. Like he was like, I did steal a truck, but I stole it from the Ford dealership. Like it was weird how much he's explaining himself away. Susie is very famous for that as well. I've never seen these guys behave this way, and they're acting very much like they have to explain. For whatever reason, they're terrified of Lindsay. Everybody's scared of Lindsay. They won't name her. They won't name her. They call her Timu Angelina Jolie. Knife Order won't name her. Marilyn won't name her, and Goot won't name her. I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's because of a tie to Aaron. I have no idea. I find it fascinating and hilarious that they're terrified of Lindsay. They're truly afraid of her. Yeah, Angie Mo, they won't name her. Where have you been? I've missed you. Since it's nice of you to show up, been a while since Super Chatted Sass, and I just woke up and all I could think of, don't take my blank. I love you, Helena. I wish I could hug you in real life, and I miss you. I worry about you a lot. Thank you. You never have to super chat me, babe. But yes, I won't take your blankie, you little baby koala bear. So, hey, Barb M, stealing a truck from the dealership is okay. He explained all of his record away. Like it was very, very, very strange. Now, am I aware that doing this video, they are eating it up right now? They're watching, of course. All of their biggest weirdo fans are watching. Yes, I know that this is what they want. I also am very aware that they focus on me more than Tommy and Johnny. I am their favorite. Why am I their favorite? Does anybody know? Because Tommy and Johnny don't. No, Bethany, it's a teardrop tattoo. I offed somebody. Tommy and Johnny don't mention them. They don't give them any airtime. So they focus on me because I talk about them, right? So it's obvious, it's simple, it's plain. I give them attention. So they love me. They love to sit around and slap the ham to me all day long, which is probably what they're doing right now. Linda says, hey, there she is. Hey, Lynn, hold on, I have to sneeze. Pardon me. Thanks, Sharon. Here's the girl. I was just saying, Lindsay, thank you for all the work you've done for looking into these guys. You and Tyler are amazing. You really have done a lot. And thanks, Bethany. Hey, Linda Perales. I just want to say that. I was just saying, Lindsay, for whatever strange, unknown reason, I haven't figured this out. I don't know why these guys are afraid of you. I don't know why they won't say your name. Hey, Jeannie, they won't say your name. They won't. They also, they're very careful with her, right? Hey, Anna Banana, like me. Hey, Barbara Wade. There's Tyler. Feeding the geese. Yep. Tyler, I know what you mean. They won't mention Lindsay's name. And they're very, hey, Margie Bar, they're very careful about Lindsay, which is odd. Like I noticed Goot was like, she's got mental illness, guys. Like let's not tear her down. Like let's focus on Reese, Tommy, and Johnny. It's really strange that they don't name Lindsay and they're very careful with Lindsay. But also, I think it's strange that they explain themselves away. Like they hey FAFO, they speak to everything Lindsay is saying. Lindsay has a lot of power over these guys, and I'm not sure why. I don't know the connection. Again, the only thing that connects it back to is Aaron, right? Aaron and Lindsay were a couple. I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't know that I care. Like we talked about yesterday, I'm not sure that I care where it comes from, what the connection is here, but they are terrified of Lindsay. They won't name her. So Lindsay has been doing some research these last few weeks on these guys, including Maryland. There's some stuff coming up there too, but Lindsay's been really doing some digging. Tyler's been helping her out, and I mean, just what we know so far that she has spoken to is Goot has a pretty serious record. He's very dangerous. Like that guy has got some dangerous stuff on his record. She showed it. She talked about it. Um, he certainly isn't one that should be trying to point the finger at others. Let's put it that way. Hey, PRF. Tom Baley is the knife hoarder. This guy really, really thinks, yeah, Lisa, Tom does a lot of shorts that really don't make much sense. Love you, Jeannie. Good to see you, babe. Tom does a lot of shorts that don't make sense. To be honest, I don't know if he's using some AI machine to make shorts. I don't know, but like he'll hook it up to, I don't know, Big Z. He'll hook it up to like some stand-up comics voice and he'll put my face in. Hey, Hope. And they don't make a lot of sense and they kind of match his IQ. Tom he's really likes the sound of his own voice. He really thinks he's like this hardened, tough guy. Hey, Nicole Hazelmiller. He thinks that he's a big deal. You can tell if you just go watch the mannerisms, the way he talks about other people. He thinks he's like a real dick swinger, right? Well, what's interesting is he has said, I know, Lisa, it's so lame. The stuff they cut, like calling Nora Norman. I feel like maybe like someone around the age of 5 or 6 would do that. Like it's really late. It's just like me. They blow up my picture and like add 300 or 400 pounds to me and they put a pig nose on me. Like it just strikes me as something like a kindergartner would do. Has anybody ever seen Jeannie? I never forgot about you. I never forget about you. You've been very generous to me and you're a good friend. I love you, Jeannie Ubeck. Jean Newbeck. But you said I can call you Jeannie. So when I look at it as Jeannie, it looks like Ubeck. Either way, I know you love it. You get it. Has anybody ever seen The Devil's Advocate? It just made me think of it. I watched it recently. Great movie. Disturbing movie. Do you remember in the beginning of that movie? It was at the very, very start of the movie. It starts in court. Keanu Reeves is defending a maybe junior high, but more than likely grade school. The girl looks like she's 10, maybe 11. And she's up on the stand in court, and he's defending the teacher who fondled her. And she passed around a note in class that Keanu Reeves shows about the teacher. And he's like showing it to the jury. And it says like, he's a huge hog beast. He probably eats 1,000 pancakes for breakfast. That's what these guys remind me of. That note. It's like, that's the best they can do. Like Reese is a big fat lady and a bad mom. And she's so gross. And we call her Miss Piggy. And we call Nora Norman, right? And Lindsay is Timu, Angelina Jolie. It's so lame. It's just really like, I expect more. Hey, Stacey Toms. I expect more on the resume of a supreme hater. Like, if you're going to be that much of a hater, it's very juvenile. It's infantile. It's bizarre. And every time I see that stuff, I'm always let down. I'm like, this is it? It makes me think of Jack Nicholson in the movie good as it gets, I think is what it's called. And he walks through the therapist's office and everybody's waiting there and sitting. And he turns and looks at everybody who's waiting on their appointments. And he goes, what if this is as good as it gets? What if this is it? Like, this is as good as it gets with these guys. Bad, bad, Diana H. Hey, Linda Gillum, too. They're definitely dumb. Like, they're not good at their jobs. Oh, Briggs. This is terrible. I wish I hadn't bought 4 of them. They were buy one, get one free. So I was like, okay, well, I'll try some different flavors. They're gross. Don't do it. Oh, good Lord. It's so sugary. They're super trashy, Jen Finberg. So I've been thinking this for a while, right? Like, what are these? What is the end game? What is the end game? Where did these people come from? We've been really talking about that lately. I still don't know the answers to those things. Truth be told, I'm a bit of a lazy investigator. Hey, Fur Norm, Lindsay. Yeah, I think so. Kim is blue. Armine had that idea too. I'm a little bit lazy. Like, I don't really take a lot of time to deep dive these rabbit holes. Lindsay and Tyler, thank the Lord, are not lazy. And they've done a lot of deep dives on these guys. And we still haven't figured out, though, where did they come from? Where did these people, hey, Jessamine, they don't know the end game either, Vince. What is the end game? Like, what is the goal here? Okay, I was having a conversation with someone earlier, and this person said to me, okay, so what? So let's be real. Before I go into the things I'm going to show you, let's just be real about, thanks, Hope, Tommy and Johnny. It started with Tommy and Johnny, okay? They were obsessed. These guys came from the Pepper community, allegedly. I'm not even sure that I believe that, but they were obsessed with Tommy and Johnny Scoville, okay? It turned into typical fans from the word fanatic, right? They turned into, I don't know what it was. According to Tommy, he told me that Tom Baley, aka the fake convict knife hoarder, he wanted to come on and be on Tommy's show. And Tommy said no. And then he flipped out. Then I come along and these guys just start attacking me as well. I don't know truly where they came from. Same with Marilyn. We don't know where she came from. We don't know if her story is accurate that she's told the YouTube community. We know a lot of things that she said are totally false and untrue. We've seen actual truths that she denies, right? Like beating her kids. That's a pretty serious thing, right? To admit to beating your kids. So there's so many inconsistencies and hey, Holly, just a lot of untruths that I'm seeing. So we now know that Goot is a total criminal, got fired from his job, owes child support. He's a total racist, like an absolute racist guy. I was just looking at this old la 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 la. Like, Goot is an absolute creep of a racist mother effer. Like, just take a look at this. I'm going to show you this.
But like I said, I don't care.
Look at the noose of a black person hanging in a noose on his video.
How much of an asshole you are, or how much I don't like you. If you're a white guy, I would never root for the black guy against you, you know, and that's just a fact. And a lot of people are fucking sellouts today. Yeah, and they just want to be PC and go with the flow. Well, fuck you.
Nice Trump hat, dude. So he's just he's just a disgusting, yeah, if you're a white guy. So hey, Jennifer, he's just disgusting. He's got the noose hanging in the background. Like, it's all a lot. It's just, he's very political. He puts it in your face. I don't really care about Trump or who you voted for, but he's just extremely political. He divides the audience. He's disgusting and he hates black people. That's kind of my biggest issue with him, right? Helen Baker, thank you for being here. Hey, Chops World, it's really bad, guys. He's a registered Democrat as of 2021. Lindsay does her research. Again, so as far as politics, I don't care about that as much. But the whole image of it, just like sitting there hating black people wearing the hat with the noose in the background, like all of it bothers me. Hey, Anita Card. Yeah, just a screaming racist. And I love it because he'll do videos and be like, I'm not a racist. Kind of like you don't work for OSA, right? Like every time that guy's mouth is moving, he's lying. So, we got the knife hoarder. And again, the knife hoarder is Tom Baley. And Tom Baley is a absolute Nazi. What does 1488 mean? It means Hail Hitler, right? So we talked about this.
Really? That's him. I mean, clearly. You don't get all these fucking tats on your arm by giving a fuck what other people think. There's one of my favorites, the old 1488. I'm a bully.
Okay. So his favorite is the old 1488. Now, he didn't say where he got his tats, but he has talked and spoken to the fact that this guy did time, that he was in prison. And he has said, and according to his close friend, Marilyn, she stuck up for him on the video with Nora and said he got that tat, that 1488, which he also has the lightning bolts, right, which are also Nazi tattoos. But the 1488, he says, is his favorite. And she said he got that from beating up a chomo in prison. Now, I have challenged this person, and he never, ever, ever, ever speaks about himself. He never defends himself. He never talks. He does what typical fair gaming policy is in Scientology: attack, never defend. I have challenged this man several times to do a video and tell us, where did you beat up that chomo? Where did you do your time? What prison gang were you in? He will not speak to it whatsoever. Lindsay, hey, Laura Lou, Lindsay did her research and showed us the other night that this guy has never even been to prison. Oh, I know, Christy Lynn Wilson. He's never even been to prison. And then all he does to stand up to that is he puts up this weird AI short that's like, getting your record expunged in Illinois. So he's like trying to allude to the fact that he had his record expunged. That's it. Like, that's all he had to stand up for himself. And then this morning, he puts out a video just misdirecting. Hey, Stephanie with a PH, just misdirecting. And I gathered from the video, he's like, Tommy, oh, we're not going to talk about him. Oh, Mudflaps, oh, we're not going to talk about her. We're not going to talk about my record being expunged. He's just, why is he dodging the issue? He will not show us any paperwork that he got it expunged. He's a LARPer. He will not speak to where he did his time. This dude literally went and just got Nazi tattoos and made up a whole story that he went to prison. He's also said, I'm questioning his need for a heart transplant also. He's also said that he was an addict. I have no idea if that's true or not true. But this prison thing is insane. Again, we talked about this yesterday. Just a word of advice. Like, if you're going to make something up, you might want to make sure like there's no way to prove you wrong about that. Thank God for Tyler and Lindsay. They went and checked. This guy didn't go to prison. But let's go back to where it all started. This all started with him being obsessed with Tommy and Johnny Scoville. And I mean obsessed. Okay. I mean, like, really obsessed. I've looked at this. I've looked this over. And 1 second, I'm going to mute this. Let's start with this one. I don't care, but he doesn't have any teeth. Okay. So here's, first of all, I'm going to show this account. And if it disappears here, or if all of you guys go follow him and it's gone, hey, Megan Roberts, you'll see that he's just a giant liar pussy. So here's his Instagram. It's public. Thomas Elwood Baley, proud father who happens to be sober and chase heat. Follow me on YouTube, Thomas Elwood Baley. Here he is with no teeth.
Happy Friday, everybody. So for this review, you'll notice I got my teeth out. It's because I can't really do a lot of chewing with the dentures yet. So pretty soon I'll be able to, but not quite yet. So anyway, got my new shades on, and I'm going to review Sergeant Dunn's Doomsday.
So from what it looks like, this guy used to be a fairly nice guy.
So for this review,
he's not shouting. He's not playing a character. Let's see. Where is...
Good morning, everybody. So this morning I got some round one. Some cottage cheese.
He looks like a normal, nice guy.
What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Came home for lunch. Just wanted to come on real quick and say how awesome this whole chili community is. Give you some examples. Somebody had sent me Chase the Heat spoon. Then Johnny had sent me a package.
So this guy at one time loved Johnny Scoville. He worshipped him and he was obsessed with him. Johnny sent him a package. This is how they met on YouTube. Okay. Look at how excited he is about a Chase the Heat, which is Johnny Scoville's channel, spoon.
And then somebody else had sent me a Chase the Heat spoon. So I ended up with 3. I got my 2 home, 1 for work. And I sent the 3rd one to Josh Adler, who, if you haven't checked out his channel, check out his channel. He does a bunch of hot sauce reviews, but he doesn't do like normal sauces. Normal is not the right word, but he doesn't do sauces I see a lot. He does like the indie brand of sauces. So it's not the standard.
Guys, he seems like a normal dude. Do you see the inconsistency here? What am I trying to point out to you?
Typical hot sauce there.
The knife hoarder is a character. So this guy seems like a pretty decent...
Good Sunday morning, everybody. Hopefully your Sunday's starting out right. Mine is. I'm off work. That's a plus. I'll take it. So before I get this video started, I wanted to do a couple more quick shout outs that I left off yesterday. One of them was Scott Michael. Check out Scott Michael's channel. Does hot sauce reviews, stuff like that. Thing challenges. So check them out. It's well worth a subscription. Also, RC Bound, Colton, who we all know and love.
He seems like a nice dude.
So good afternoon, everybody. Story time. I just picked one. This one is going to be the day I got out of prison.
Oh.
And within about 2 to 3 hours, was right back in. So here we go.
Wait a minute. I listened to that. What prison? Because I just got out too. I don't know if you know. Kind of a big deal. They call me Wrecking Ball Reese. You can go check. I was in Victorville. I got out this morning. Tommy picked me up and flew back to Ecuador. Speaking of Tommy, hello, my love bunny. This is hilarious. He's full of shit. What happened? What happened to this guy, right?
Happy Friday, everybody. So for this review, you'll notice I got my teeth out. It's because I can't really do a lot of chewing with the dentures yet. So pretty soon I'll be able to, but not quite yet. So anyway, got my new shades on, and I'm going to review.
Seems like a nice dude. Like, what happened from this guy? Looks like he still lives in his car, sadly. What's this one?
What's up, everybody? So I got a sauce to review. Community Gardens Ghost Pepper Sauce. It says it's 5 out of 5 peppers hot. We will see. The ingredients are pretty short. Apple cider vinegar, habanero peppers.
Where is this hateful person? Oh, here's Tommy's, let's see.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. So, they say when you have a Chase the Heat spoon that's signed, it makes sauces 10% hotter. It does. That's not a myth. That's real. So anyway, I got that. I got 2 of these now.
Oh, Chase the Heat.
Number 26 and number 33 of 50.
Chase the Heat.
And this is the one that Makes me a little nervous, a little excited at the same time.
Those are Johnny's.
It's going to be fun, maybe. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Hope the weekend's going good for everybody. Today's family day. Doing a bunch of stuff with the kids. I'm not going to be around. So I'm going to come on and say good morning to everybody. A couple quick shout outs. The Pepper Dojo. You guys want to give them a follow? Pepper Dojo. Minnesota Pepper Cat. Give him a follow. He just did a pod review yesterday. It was fantastic. Check out Minnesota.
Nice. So he really, really, really seemed to like Tommy and Johnny. What's this one?
Good morning again. I was going to do this tomorrow, but I'm impatient. I want to taste this. So I'm going to knock out another review real quick and go on with my day. This one is also from Steve C. Again, that's a solid thing to do, brother. Appreciate you. The Scotty O'Hotty's.
The man. There's my brother-in-law. And apparently you are worshipped on an extreme Scoville level, sir. Guys, this is Johnny. This is Chase the Heat. This is it's a wonder to me. To me, he's just my brother-in-law. I'm sorry, I love you, but I don't need a spoon with your signature on it because I can just fly and give you a hug. And to me, that's more important than a spoon that makes apparently sauce more spicy. But I still, drugs will really, and I saw Raymond in here and I saw your comment, Raymond. This guy actually looks a lot better here. He looks healthier, but here's what I'm noticing. I'm not really here to prove anything. I'm here to show you this and then you can figure this out for yourself. By the way, though, go give this guy a follow. Go give him a follow. He's only got 77 followers. Let's follow him on Instagram. Let's really promote that and get it out there. Scoville derangement syndrome. I don't have it. I never caught it. I never saw what all the hype was about. I love you, Johnny, but I love you for who you are, not because you like hot peppers. I'm going to be honest. I never could figure it out. But Johnny, if you saw here with your spoon.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. So they say when you have a Chase the Heat spoon that's signed,
killer signature.
Sauce is 10% hotter. It does. That's not a myth. That's real. So anyway, I got that. I got two of these now.
Oh, Johnny.
Number 26 and number 33.
Johnny, can I get some of those?
And this is the one that makes me a little nervous.
Johnny, what was that? Were those keychains? I'm going to put those on eBay. Can you send me some of those? And you do have a killer signature. Can I get a fork with your signature? Like maybe just maybe a knife and we'll hoard it. He wants Johnny's hot pepper. So in all honesty, guys, this is kind of sad. I think this is a little bit sad that we went from crazy. Philip, right? I just got out of the pen this morning. Still sore, still a little bit sore, but my man did this, Sanchez, and he put it there this morning. I took care of somebody last night that was in a gang, and they let me out because I was cute. The warden said, "You're too cute to be in here. Get back on your show, girl." And so before I could leave, though, Sanchez slapped that on me, and I said, "Do you guys happen to know Tom Baley? Was he here? Like, is there like a prison cell where it says like Tom Baley was here, like 1488, aka Knife Horton, aka Baley?" Like nothing. They've never heard of him. So I got word from my crew. Again, I'm Wrecking Ball Reese. You can check that. Do your own fact checking. I did. It's interesting. Word travels fast. I made a shank from a Dianetics book in the library. Yeah, I did that last night and took care of somebody, and then Sanchez slapped this on here. Joanne Hawley. Yeah, Big Z. So here's the thing, guys. The only thing I'm here to really point out today, that besides this being hilarious, he actually seems like a nice guy. Like he seems harmless. Like he seems friendly. This is probably who Marilyn originally fell in love with. Then he went and did this fake hard time and he put on his fake tattoos. But how did we go from that guy to just this?
Well, shit the bed. Wait. No. In honor of my favorite Transformer.
How did we do that? How did we? So I can tell you how.
Well, shit the bed. I'm home. No.
Okay.
Well, shit the bed. Blame a Nazi.
Okay.
Well, shit your flaps and earn a nickname.
Okay.
Well, shit the bed and smear it all over your fupa. Because why the fuck?
Clever. Okay.
Well, shit your flaps and turn on the heated seats.
So how did we go? How did we transition into that character? Because make no mistake, guys, that is a character. That's an entire made up character. Is it the equivalent of it's a human version of an ashtray? That dude is the equivalent of a human version of a peanut allergy. Like, it's unbelievable. It's sad. Hey, Alicia Johnson. Lindsay, exactly. I don't understand. I'm just here to show you. This dude is getting paid. The one that I showed you a little bit ago on Instagram is the real Tom Baley. And to be totally honest, I like that one. I like that version. Mental derangement disease for sure. But somebody has put this guy up to it, and it definitely seems to me as he's being paid. Babe, what are your thoughts on this? Since you're here, God, I wish I could send you an invitation. Would you be willing to pop on? I know that you can't talk much. It's okay. I'm not going to ask. I wanted Tommy to come on for a second and just explain. I have a couple of questions for you that would literally take you. He loves me and my brother. I would literally want 5 minutes of your time at the most. I think he loves me and my brother. I didn't know how to face it and went rogue. We're not just way. I didn't like him that way. I think he is 100% obsessed with you guys. And I think when it went wrong, Johnny, and you did, so this has happened to me many times as a YouTuber. This has happened to me where I had mods that I no longer have that were obsessed and wanted to be my number one, my ride or die, as they call it in the pen. My very, very top, my ace. Again, that's what we call it in the women's prison over at Victorville. Hey, SoCal Joy. And when they didn't accomplish that role and we didn't accept them into that role, which, by the way, I don't really have a ride or die. I guess you would call him Tommy Scoville. But I don't, other than that, I don't have people who are like my best friends. Right. He's a total stalker. This dude is an absolute, this has been, let's look at the date on that video. Gone crazy after all the UTIs he got from shitting his flaps. That's so sad. And it's a real thing. You have to be careful as you get older with the UTIs. The dentures and the UTIs will get you every time. You can get infections. And thank you for pointing that out, for being real about it. This one in particular about Johnny.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. So, they say when you have a Chase spoon that's signed.
Okay, so that's what we're obsessing about Johnny. I'm just showing you the facts on that. Let's see. What is the date on that? 10%
hotter. It does.
Okay, the date on this is, look at the date on that. July 11th, 2021. That was nearly 5 years ago. Everybody take a look at what I just said. Hey, Vicky C. 5 fucking years. This guy has been riding on the coattails of Johnny and Tommy Scoville, and now he's jumped on to me. Doing it now, babe. Sent it. I want you guys to really think about that. 5. Hey, Leslie. I have missed you, Leslie. 5 years. This dude has been obsessing. That's that I know of. It might even be longer than that. Since 2021. Here's $5 for your next commissary. Can I get some money for my commissary? Aaron got like 40 grand. Can you guys PayPal me for that? Does that make sense? No? Philip, right? You got it. You got it right. Thank you. No pun intended. Thank you, Philip. Love you, sir. And I appreciate the super chat. Here we go. I gotta ask some questions. I gotta ask some questions from the real convict. Let's get the. Let me phone a friend. Can you phone a convict? Beep 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 boop 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 boop. Hi, Victorville. Is this Victorville? I'll hold. $10 a minute. That's crazy. Can you get him out of his cell for just a minute? Warden? Oh, you're there. Can you get him out of his cell, please, and just have him come? I just have a few questions for a real convict. You know, the real hardened kind that did time and got Alice in Wonderland tattoos. The sexy kind, not the uglies. Bring me the sexy one. The hot one with the big swing and peen. Oh, there he is. And well, hello, honey bunny.
How are you?
I have some questions for you, and I know that you're looking sexy. Hey, nice shirt. Where'd you get that?
My Ecuadorian girlfriend got it for me.
Okay, nice. I'm glad that she came through for you. Hey, Leslie, thank you for the super sticker, babe. I've missed you, Leslie. Thank you.
And you should thank Phil, because it's very rare that somebody says for your next commissary. That's going the extra mile. That's good stuff.
I've never gotten commissary money. That was my.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get more.
Someone else got a bunch of it.
Yeah, well, me too. That's what I was saying. Aaron scraped together like 40 grand.
It's a lot
okay,
of soup.
I have a question. I have a serious question. You're an ex-convict. Tommy doesn't have a lot of time. He's got to get back in this pen. Tell us just your thoughts on this real quick.
Well, here's the thing. Let's start with the painfully obvious. His response. It's the first video I've watched his. I swear to you, and I only watched about 40 seconds. But I got the overall, and the overall is that he got this expunged off his record, which is just admirable as hell. It also doesn't happen. You can get a DWI exposed from your record, even if it's a felony DWI. And what usually happens is the judge will say something like, we're going to give you 3 years probation. If you finish the probation and you take your alcoholic course and you go to parenting and you take anger management and you never fail a drug test and you do everything right, we will expunge this off your record. That's expunging. After you've already been to prison, you don't get out and say to a judge, hey, can you expunge that? He also has said he went in for violent crime. You're not getting anything violent expunged, anything.
Correct.
And this is just, it's not nice, but it's the truth, and it's the world that we live in. If you're a white dude, your criminal record is 30 feet long before you go to prison. And that's just the way it is, man. You're going to get one after another after another. They do everything they can to keep you from going to prison. You get probation, unless it's bank robbery, unless it's something that's so over the top. And I had tons of chances, by the way. I'm not saying that my bank robbery, I had a ton of chances to turn my life around and didn't. But the other option is the getting it sealed. Now, this is legit. He could have got it sealed. But if he got it sealed, we wouldn't see anything else on his record. You don't seal, just get rid of that felony and leave the misdemeanors and all the other stupid shit. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Go on.
No, not even close. And it takes a long time to get that process done and a crap load of cash, right? Which maybe you should put into some other better investment. Just whatever, something will come up. What was your question, Bumpkin?
Well, it was about the expunging. Wait, but him shanking chomos to be in gangs would ruin him expunging his record, no?
It would be really bad if you had an institutional stabbing on your record while you were in there. You can't get it expunged anyway. That's absolute horseshit. And by the way, if you get it expunged, it will get off of SCMODS, right? The State County Municipal Offender Data System. But it's not going to get off of somebody doing a background check to see if you were ever in the joint. They can check Illinois and you're still going to pop up as somebody that's been in prison. Those records It's a completely different animal. What they're doing is making it so that if someone runs a background check on you to get a job, you're going to get through it. Even still, if you get pulled over by a cop, the cop will say you had your record sealed. It doesn't just go, yeah, this guy's, all American, AAA. It just says that the record has been sealed, and it would have been the entire record. You also have to wait 7 years. You just can't. You don't get out of prison and go, hey, let's get rid of that thing. You have to wait 7 years of doing no crime. Now he's come out and said he's done crime, right? He got into fights, he kicked dudes' asses, and he might be going back, and he's done all of that stupid shit at one time or another too. So it's patently absurd. I'm sorry, it is. Also, pro forma, 15 grand at a piss minimum. You want to hire somebody to go get your record sealed? It's going to cost you a lot of money, right? About 15 large. And traditionally, the first time you file, you ain't getting it. It's almost pro forma. They're just going to stamp that thing and go, come on back in another 5 and we see that you're not a piece of shit, right? So now you're up to 12 and you're going to go back and you're going to start that process again, and it could take 3 or 4 tries. But look, here's the thing. If somebody says, hey, man, you've never been to prison, you go, I was in Victorville in 2002. I was in Lewisburg, and you just rip off the prisons. This little controversy is gaining a crap load of traction because Lindsay is good at what she does. But a year ago, people were having this conversation on other platforms about this guy being full of shit, because convicts are very much like people, like soldiers that come back from war, like veterans, right? Except we're scumbags and they're good people. But if you get 9 convicts together and they're all feds, they'll go, where'd you do your time? And you go, well, I've been at Black Canyon. I was at Lewisburg. I was at Victorville. And they go, yeah, when were you there? And you're going to know a bunch of the same people. And, they talk and it sounds like war. Oh, I was there when they cut the warden, man. It was ugly. And yeah, we were on lockdown for 6 months. And all of these stories that sort of get, he doesn't do any of that, right? There's none of that. And, I got outed by those guys. I mean, I had already done shows talking about what prisons I've been at, but they listed the prisons that I had been at, every address I had ever lived at. I'm not proud of going to prison. Watch my content. I don't spend a shitload of time glorifying that process. And the crazy thing is, he did videos, you can't be in prison and not join a prison gang. Of course you can, right? Of course you can, unless you're scared. If you get in there and you're terrified, a lot of people tip up is the term they use, because they're afraid that no one's got their back and they don't want another race killing them. And that's usually based in fear, because the people don't know that other races are just like them. But this is a character, right? His asshole friend with 3 teeth has come out and said, every woman I've ever been married to wasn't white. Well, why then are you acting like a Nazi, all proud as shit? So you guys just LARP this stuff for what? The 2 things you're going to choose to pretend to be is a Nazi and a convict? Good God, man. Was there nothing else worse? Right? What else could you have come up with?
Everything else taken?
Exactly. Was there nothing else you could have done, man? A bus driver or a mechanic is honorable as shit. I'd be a plumber.
A postman.
But you're going to lie about being a convict as if. But here's what happened. Somebody said in the chat earlier, this guy came out, absolutely loved my brother, and wanted to be him. And then he started eating hot stuff and realized that it's like a tolerance he has. You got to burn yourself 365 days a year mercilessly, right? You just have to keep powering through that. I can't do it. Right? I find it super uncomfortable, and I would never be able to power through to the tolerance level that my brother has. Once that failed, he focused on the next channel, which was the Lifeboat. And in the early days of the Lifeboat, I talked about the fact that I had been in prison and that I was a drug addict. And he rebranded. He came out for the second, go. And instead of the Big Pepper community thing, it was the I've been to prison. Hey, first time I got out of it, he also said in the video, you played it, I got out of prison and went back the next day, and the judge just expunged that shit. Boy, you are one lucky white man. I'll tell you what. Right? You stabbed the chomo inside, so you got an institutional stabbing. And then the day you get out, you get sent back. And they just expunged that shit. Probably within a couple of years, too, right? You didn't have to wait that 7-year mark. You lying piece of shit, man. Yeah, absolute lying piece of shit.
He is
absolutely. And what a thing to lie about. Take some inventory in your life. Set the bar a little freaking higher, man.
Yeah, I agree.
God, that's terrifying.
Also, didn't he say he was in a gang?
Yeah. And I'll tell you something else, right? I don't talk about prison, and I especially don't talk about gangs. But I will tell you this. it's been my experience, and I did spend 13 years in prison, but it's been my experience that when you stab somebody, right, you got two options. One of them is going to be they're going to give you that ugly swastika that you can put on your body.
That's what I wanted to
The
ask.
other option is that they're going to give you lightning bolts, right? The 1488 is not usually something that you are issued because you stabbed somebody. This is a rising through the ranks type of a thing, right? That's a white boy thing, and it's a racist piece of shit white boy thing that goes across many different prison gangs, right? So do the lightning bolts. So do all of the Nazis. I mean, they have their different factions, but they're all freaking Nazis. Again, but Nazi, right? Gang member, convict. I mean, was terrorist taken, right? You know, why would you choose those three things, man?
The 1488 is also, like you said, not something you get for stabbing a chomo, correct?
No, you get lightning bolts or you get a swastika. And the term, as foul as it is, right? But I'll tell him because he's probably never been in there. Back in the day, it said blood on the stick, right? Or shit on your dick. It's lovely, lovely sentiment.
Sexy.
But so you're either going to rape somebody that was a rapist, which back in the day was done. It's not anymore, at least certainly not in the feds. There's no honor for any of that. But you were going to do that to a separate race, or you were going to stab them. So you either came back with blood and this is what, and you would get a swastika or you get lightning bolts, and they call it earning ink. You'll see that none of mine looks particularly political. I didn't join any prison gangs. I'm smart enough to realize that the Nazis were the biggest pieces of shit that ever lived, and that they lost World War II. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not still rooting for teams that lost the Super Bowl in '87 either. It doesn't make a shitload of sense. But these guys aren't burdened by deep thought. They're people that want a reaction. And the internet, he can go play to be whatever he wants to be in his teeny little friggin' town, and then go on and do the, hey, shit the flap. You know, I mean, it's kind of pathetic.
Raymond said, wowzers, this is giving me secondary panic attacks from embarrassment.
Dylan, hey Dylan, with all due respect, bro, I wouldn't chime in on your Scientology. This is something I know something about. Violent crimes aren't expunged. You can get all kinds of shit expunged. Once you go to the pen, everything changes. You go to the pen for a violent crime and it's not getting expunged, bro. You can look that up and hit any AI model you want.
I talked to Nora this morning on the phone, and she said the same thing. She goes, I looked all of this up. Violent crimes, you cannot get expunged. But there's certain crimes you can, Dylan.
Absolutely there are. Violent crimes you cannot. Violent crimes you cannot. And you have to have perfect conduct. You have to not violate. You have to not do any of these things. They put things in place. It's the sword of Damocles. This is literally what they call it, right? There's a sword hanging above your friggin' head. You want a clean record, then you don't ever do anything wrong again. And in 7 years, you could petition the court to get this gone. But it's not going to be allowed for violent crimes, number one. And he didn't, by his own admission, we heard it tonight, right? Yeah, I went back today, I got out. You know how that expunging thing works out for you.
Agreed. Lindsay said he might have lightning bolts. I don't know. But what he has, I don't remember. He does have lightning bolts. I don't know.
Sure of it.
We've seen
I'm
him.
sure of it.
He has.
The thug makeover.
He has the thug makeover.
That's what they call it inside, man. It's the thug makeover. You walk into a tattoo studio and you give them $300 and say, make me hard, right? Right? Turn me into a killer. Turn me into a stone cold killer. By the way, I was referring earlier when I said we wouldn't see anything on his record. That is having your record sealed. Once a court says to you, you can't get this expunged, that's not your only option. Your second option is that you can pay to have your record sealed once in your life. I've never thought it worth $15,000 because I'm not going to lie to people and tell them I'm something other than what I am and what I've been. But it's about 15 grand, and average is what most people in the feds pay. And I used to fill out paperwork for these guys as a paralegal. I would sit in there and fill out all of their forms so that when they got out, they could start to file the process because they know it's going to take them 10 or 15 years. But those you're not sealing one crime. You're having your entire criminal record sealed, right? Yeah, you know what? Other people have said that too. I think I'd want to stand in the same room, Linz, to get a look at them, but all of that ink, you can't just go in there and say, give me lightning bolts, give me a swastika, give me a 1488. all of those things are what they call political ink, and they have to be earned. In fact, if a guy puts one on you inside and he doesn't have permission from what they call the big homie, which is the guy above you in your gang, he goes in and goes, "Hey, Tommy just stabbed this dude. Put a swastika on his body." If I just go in and say, "Give me a swastika," they'll stab up the tattoo artist, right? I mean, there are very serious rules inside about how you can get ink and how you can't, because it doesn't make sense to us. But when you walk onto a yard and you're one of those cats, this is your resume. Like, you walk in and you got a 5-inch swastika on your chest and you got lightning bolts down your throat. You're probably a guy that's not fond of people with dark skin.
Yeah, babe, don't push yourself. I don't want you to overdo it. Nazi tats and a horrible Amish beard.
You know, the saddest part of this whole thing is he was a nice guy.
He seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, there was a time when this was a pretty nice cat. But you know, the internet is absolutely the internet is absolutely amazing. Here's the funny thing too. These guys don't like it when people throw shit at them. Right? They've been flinging it nonstop around the clock for 5 freaking years, but they've had a week of it and they're coming apart at the seams.
They are.
And, well, it's a bitch when you're caught. You know what I mean? We can argue semantics over specific things, but you're not the dude that you said you were, right? You're a stone cold liar. And the proof of that, I promise you, from knowing more convicts than 90% of the people on planet Earth are going to know. If you say to a guy, "Hey man, I don't think you were there," he will tell you the day he arrived. He'll tell you the day he left. He'll tell you how much time he did on 23-1 lockdown where he was in the shoe or he had AdSeg or DisSeg. He will tell you the top 5 homies on the yard and who was the shot caller, right? In 5 years, this guy's never said, "This is the name of the prison I went to."
I know.
This is what I did intake.
I've challenged that for like a year now. I've said, "Why don't you tell us where you did your time?" Every convict I've ever seen on TV or anywhere is like, "I was here, I was there." It is similar, like Lindsay said, stolen valor. It is very similar to the Navy SEAL thing. You can prove that. So when somebody comes out and says, "I was a SEAL," they say, like, what class?
Right. What was your BUDS class number?
Yeah. BUDS, that's it. What's your BUDS number? Like, these are things that you can prove. And honestly, it's similar to the Navy SEALs where, like, a real Navy SEAL doesn't walk around going, "I was a Navy SEAL." Like, they really don't do that. So you can tell the fakes. We've watched a lot of that with Dave Ships or whatever the hell his name.
Don Shipley, great guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. In most cases, it's the same thing, right? There's only 2 reasons that people completely make up their past. One is because they're grifting, right? That's number one. And number 2 is because they think it's going to back people down from them. Like, if they run into a guy and the guy's got, he's got prison ink all over the place, even guys that have been to prison look at that dude differently, right? We assume he's been inside, and they usually have a little bit less of a sense of humor about taking shit from people. So you might give them a little bit wider a berth. If you've been in prison, you've probably been in a few fistfights and don't give much of a shit anymore. But if you haven't, there's nothing about this guy's real, which is ironic because I've been saying that for 5 years. This guy's just full of shit. Was that? That little chin he has. Johnny says that little chin and that beard are both real.
His weak chin.
It's wouldn't call it a Hollywood grill, but
Babe, of all the things to make up, and it is a little wild too. Johnny's the one he's really obsessed with.
Well, and he's got to call us child molester because he's claimed every other disgusting title on planet Earth as his own, right? So he's got to go with that one.
And he's done this for 5 years. That's a fucking Klingon. That's a Band-Aid right there. That's a serious groupie.
I think he's on his 2nd or 3rd channel. Like they've taken his channel down before for this shit, and he just puts another one back up, which is, of course, big red button. You guys are killing it.
I love his brother, and I've known him for 3 years. Like,
yeah,
I don't think about him that much, and I certainly don't make videos on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
That's true.
Also, Goot, creepy ass Goot, is the same. Hey, Bunny Fufu, he's obsessed with Johnny. He has another channel called Chase the Heap. This is crazy how obsessed for years. For years. And don't you think it's weird too that you're right, you make a great point. Lindsay did this little bit of research on him and they can't handle it. They're freaking the fuck out after, you're right, like a week of research of her coming out and exposing them. It's interesting to watch them melt down. Goot especially was like, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I did do it, but it wasn't that bad. Everybody look at Tommy. He's really bad. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, babe. You look really hot.
Thank you.
I want to get it.
You know exactly where to find me. We can go to the Motel 8.
I want to get it. I want to get it and break your neck again.
Yeah.
What? Shut up. What prompted all the hate?
So here's what happened. As I said, once he sort of got off of the Johnny Scoville train, he jumped on to the lifeboat. And the first beef on the lifeboat was, I said I was going to have the guy on as my first guest. But he was making videos on YouTube, and every other word out of his mouth was an F-bomb. And I'm like, you kind of got to not do that when you're on my channel, right? I used to say in the beginning, if you can't control your mouth for 60 minutes, that's probably a problem. And if it's your channel, do whatever you want. But if you're going on someone else's channel and you can't spend 60 minutes, keeping the C's and the F's out of your mouth, then I don't really want to put that on my channel. It's not a good look. The following day, his big beef was that
thanks, Les.
That I called I called addiction a disease, and they went postal. And from that day forward, it was anything. Right. I was filming at a desk that sits this way. Right. And the camera sits right next to the desk. If you watch any of my old videos, and they'll tell you that I was snorting a line of cocaine. I was hitting a vape and I was plugging the cord in. But they say 15 seconds. Snort a 15-second line. Like, I don't know how much dope you've done, but 15 seconds? John Belushi didn't do 15-second lines. Right? It was absolutely, but the next day, I swear to God, I'm doing a live feed. And I said, look, for those of you who are worried about this, I said, I have to take a piss test every single day for the federal government. I'll show you how it works. And I dialed the number. It says, enter your code. And it's like, you need to come in tomorrow for a drug test. I'm like, well, if they're telling the truth, I'll be gone in a week because you're not faking federal drug tests. 32 panel tests. They test for specific gravity to make sure that you're not drinking too much water. And you got to take your pants to your ankles while you have mirrors showing the size of your junk to some guy who's standing there watching you. And, at the time he came out, he made a video and said, the lifeboat will never hit 1,300 subs. Very, very happy about it because we were on the way up. We were doing great every day. And it did. It rocked us. It slowed us down. And I lost some of the early subscribers. It's the same shit that happens every time trolls take a run. They pull off the people that you didn't give enough attention to. It's their business model. And I don't fire back at this asshole. He's a waste of my time. Rumor has it he's got a bad heart. Honest to God, if the guy freaking told me what day of the week it was, I would check a calendar because I think we're at a point now where it's like Thursday. Wait a sec. Who said that?
Yeah, he's a liar. This dude is a liar.
Yeah.
And the best he can do is come out with shorts. Like, even after this, he comes out with shorts going like, I had it expunged, but look at Tommy. Like, he won't speak to it. That's a huge red flag, dude. You can't hold up some paperwork or show us anything. You can't say where you did time. What chomo did you stab? Like, I love how Marilyn's like, he got that from beating up a chomo. Where? What prison? Can we get any kind of information on this? He's never leaked anything. And he did. He emailed Lindsay wanting to be interviewed on my channel.
You know what? I should probably go. Baby, I've probably taken. I realize Skamods is a joke, my man. I use it on my channel all the time. I'm sorry that you missed that. But I'm going to try to go. State County Municipal Offender Data System is a joke. Elwood Blues says from the Blues Brothers. I figured most people would get it. The device that people can. I can't do it. I really can't. Dylan, you're a shithead. Have a nice day. All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. It's probably the lack of oxygen. You guys think
I don't know what Skamods is, and I don't know what just happened, but all right.
It's a joke, and Dylan wants to bust my balls, and I'm not much in the mood, to be honest with you. Go to prison, Dylan. Come back. We'll shoot the shit. You notice I don't clue you in on Scientology. All right, love. Thank you for spending time with me. Makes me happy.
All right,
love the teardrop, by the way.
Yeah, I got that this morning. I did the women's Victorville. I know you weren't you in Victorville?
I was in Victorville.
Not at the same time as me.
No, But you would have been in the satellite camp. I probably wouldn't have been able to.
We might have crossed paths. Did you know the warden at the time, John?
I don't remember that as his name, but yeah.
Yeah.
See, oddly enough, another one of those things that you could probably ask somebody at any time. Calvin Johnson, if you want to look it up, that was the name of the warden that was at Victorville when I was there. These are the kind of things that you remember if you're stuck in that shithole for years.
I think he beat himself up. He was the chomo.
Think he stabbed himself?
He's a human ashtray. I don't know what happened, Dylan. I apologize. I don't know. I didn't know what Shkamods was. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Well, I will be live later this evening with any luck. So.
Okay. Well, take it very easy. I feel like you just overdid it yourself.
Oh, come on. Nonsense. Love you.
Wish I could get a hold of you.
We might be able to work that out.
Get it on. All right.
Want to kill me again, are you? I get it.
Stop.
All right, Pumpkin.
Love you.
Have a good show.
Bye. Hey, Just Joan. Dylan, I don't know what happened. It looks like Dylan left too. I don't know what the interaction was between the two of you, and I don't know what Shkamods was. So something obviously set off Tommy. I apologize. I don't know what it was. See events, guys. Please hit subscribe. There was a misunderstanding, Kim. It's between those two. Here's this new thing I'm doing. I'm not making somebody else's anything my problem, and it's working wonders. There was a misunderstanding. That's all it was. But it's between the two of them, and it's not between me and Dylan or me and Tommy. It's something that happened there, and I don't take things as personally as I used to. Will you please hit subscribe while you're in here? Hey, Wine. Yeah, I miss Tommy, and it was good to see him able to talk a little bit. That was kind of nice. Yeah, Leslie, it's a new thing I'm doing, and I mean it. I would love to have a conversation about this, but I'll do a show about it tomorrow. It would be weird to switch topics, but I don't. Bye, Abigail, and thank you for super chatting. Just Joan, it's a teardrop tattoo that I got in the pen. Well, Dylan, you don't have to stay away. You definitely don't have to stay away. It's a line from the Blues Brothers. Okay. I've seen parts of that movie, but I don't remember that movie. Exactly, Leslie. Gotta go. Closing. Watch out for those dogs, those people who do evil. There are many whose conduct shows that they're really enemies of the cross of Christ. They're headed for destruction. Woo, that's heavy. That's really heavy. Hey, Nana Boss Audits. That's an interesting one. I'm going to read it again. Watch out for those dogs. Those people who do evil. There are many whose conduct shows they're really enemies of the cross of Christ. They're headed for destruction. That's not confusing. Hey, Kirsty Collins. Thank you, Abigail. Have a good evening, and thank you for your super chat. I think I have to sneeze. Pardon me. Hey, Tennessee girl. So there you have it. I didn't fully understand. I have to be honest. Yeah, I hope Dylan does come back. I've always enjoyed having Dylan on this channel, but it is his choice, guys. I'm not going to beg anybody to be here. It's totally his choice. I always enjoy his input. And Dylan is an ex-Scientologist. Do I know Dylan? No. Dylan, I think he was on that call, like Jenna was on that call when we were first on the board. That's the only time I've ever even heard his voice. So I don't know Dylan, but I enjoy Dylan's company. I love having him in our chat. And of course, I make all kinds of extra space because he's an ex-Scientologist, and I love his points of view on our upbringing, and he seems to be extremely knowledgeable. Hey, Debbie Gonzalez, and I hope he comes back. And I don't think he's here anymore, but I hope he comes back. But that is his choice. And it's a bummer. I wish there wasn't a misunderstanding just now. But again, we'll talk about it tomorrow. It has nothing to do with this. It's just the topic of not making something that didn't stem from me my problem. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to accept that and take responsibility for something that had nothing to do with me. I think folks didn't read all of the comments. I got you, Kim. Yeah, but we love Dylan. I support Dylan, and I hope he comes back. Interesting, Leslie. I've never seen Dylan try to personally attack anyone, nor have I, Stephanie. But we all have things we weren't we aren't aware may trigger others. Yeah, clearly something triggered Tommy there, and it just kind of went over my head. I wasn't entirely sure what it was. Yeah, he's super cool. I've always liked Dylan. Don't worry about the misunderstanding affecting you. You are a good person. Thank you, Liz Ferris. Liz Ferris is another one that's an ex-Scientologist that I again make room for because I don't know her very well, but she's always welcome because she's an ex-Scientologist and she's not making trouble. Who is Tom Baley? Just Joan. Tom Baley is the knife hoarder. The knife hoarder is a character. The knife hoarder is a character that is being paid, that's a made up character. Because if you watch his real social media, which I wouldn't be surprised if he takes that down. Let's see. It will be absolutely fascinating. Now, that account is 5+ years old. So I don't know if he even has access to that account. Tommy didn't like being corrected. Well, that could be it, Jennifer, for sure. People don't like being corrected. It depends on how you correct the person. I don't mind being corrected if you do it with respect. I honestly didn't pay much attention to what happened there. And that's the other thing, Ann Battles, I totally agree with this. I was just having this conversation with someone the other day. God only knows when I type something, I know exactly what I mean when I type it. The way someone else interprets it, that's another reason. I was having this conversation with a friend this morning. If you're in a relationship with someone or even a friendship, texting is a really bad idea. Just a side note, if it's something heavy, do not put something like that could be taken the wrong way. I have a friend that was with her guy and she was breaking down a text with me and he texted her something this morning that was heavy. She read it to me and I went, whoa. I did not like the text. And she was like, are you reading that the same way I read it? And I went, yeah, I don't like that. And she goes, what do I say? How do I respond? And I said, you respond how I would respond, which you're not me. So maybe you wouldn't say this. If Tommy and I get into it over text, I immediately stop the messaging and I go, this is something that needs to take place over a phone call. I will no longer text with you about this. This is not a texting conversation. I do it if I need to do that. Like, I will not misinterpret. You can't tell the mood in a text. Like, I don't have to do it so much anymore with Tommy because we don't really get into heavy conversations where it's a problem. But if we do, I will immediately write him and go, call me when you have time. I'm no longer going to text about this. This is not a texting conversation. So I get it. I don't know what that means, Armine. So the guy hasn't been to prison. No, I can't take on their misunderstanding. I can't take on somebody else's misunderstanding. True, Leslie. That's true. As well as emails, Shelly. Absolutely. It's just it can get hairy quickly when you're texting with someone. And that happened with my friend and her boyfriend this morning. Yeah, it's also why you don't get sucked into arguments. I really Rue, you're probably right. Dylan was probably just making a joke. I'd have to go back and read the actual chat on what happened there. I don't know that I'm going to do that just because I hope that that's between the two of them and it has nothing to do with me. Again, I hope Dylan comes back, but that's his choice. And I apologize for it even coming to a misunderstanding. Exactly, just Joan. I'm not going to put a lot of effort into it or worry about it at all. I'm just not. That's not the point of this stream. And I don't even want to switch topics on this stream because I want to keep it to Tom Baley, who is also the knife hoarder. And the knife hoarder is I just want you guys to really see, hey, Kiki, the knife hoarder is a character. If you go back and look, this guy is soft spoken. Do you notice his whole demeanor? His demeanor was very kind. He said, good morning. He was like, hey, good morning, guys. Hope you're having a good weekend. He was a normal, right? Looked like a normal. He was like, yeah. So this whole backstory about how he got his tattoos was fake. Yes. The whole backstory of him going to prison was fake. He's trying to lie and say he got it expunged. He did not. He will not show any proof about any of it. He won't even speak to it. To me, that's the biggest red flag. This is kind of similar to Marilyn. When I said Marilyn and I showed you the video of her saying she beat her kids. She literally went and put up a post and said it's a nothing burger and she's making it up. Like they won't even it's such a red flag to me. Can you imagine? Let's just flip the scene here. Hey, Lenora Gray, can you imagine if I did that? Denial is a powerful thing. These guys he's in total denial. He won't even address it. All he can do is just put out shit. Tommy Reese, Johnny, Tommy Reese, Johnny. It's crazy to me. Can you imagine if I did that? I address every single thing that people put up. I will address things. I will say, yes, that was me, or no, I didn't do that. They can't even speak to it. Don't you find that to be, out of this entire video today, the biggest? To me, that's the biggest red flag. Osa is a hell of a drug, Kim is blue. That is a humongous red flag to me. That Tom Baley, nope. Yeah. Lacey Silver, hey, babe. Does he even mention what county and state he served time in? Those records are easy to get. Nope. Hey, P. Taylor. Nope. And Marilyn will absolutely double down on this. Marilyn will come out and she will say, he had it expunged. She'll just follow along with the narrative. She's a follower to the extreme, right? Like Marilyn does what she's told. Marilyn does what she's ordered to do. I've never heard her have a thought of her own, except when she did her own original content way back when, and she spoke to her own story. She stayed in her own lane. Everything else is just noise. She is absolutely being told and ordered what to do. She doesn't even know who the fuck she's talking about on most of the people she's hating on. She's just being told, here's the story. Here's what you need to say. Stick to the script. You can even see Marilyn say, I've got notes that I'm operating off of, because she doesn't even know who or what she's talking about. That's why I've said, I wish she would go back to stop stealing content and talking about people she doesn't even know what she's talking about. It's the same thing with this guy. This guy is playing an absolute character. Look at his Instagram videos. Look at his knife hoarder character videos. He's a totally different person. Look at Marilyn. Hey, Nana Boss Audits, thank you for becoming a member. That's really nice. Look at Marilyn 3 years ago almost, when she first came out onto YouTube. Look at her videos with Doug, right? Look at how nice she was. Look at her making little weird knitted dolls for people. Look at her trying to be helpful. And look at her now. She's playing a character. She has turned into something else. It's a night and day difference. It's an absolute, totally flipped difference of a personality. That's the same thing with Tom Baley. Coincidence? I don't think so. I think these people are being told what to do, being paid. It's clear as day for me. Go watch how nice he was. He even said, he goes, it's family day. I'm going to be with my kids. You guys won't see me much. Every video I clicked on the knife order, what is it? It's a script. Well, shit yourself. Well, shit your flaps. Well, shit the dog. He's absolutely playing a character. He can't even come on and just say, hey, everybody. He can't do that. He has to say, like, he has to have a weird intro every time he comes on. Think, people, just think, put these pieces together. I'm simply showing you the pieces. You need to put them together. It's very clear and obvious to me. This dude lied about his entire past. So who is he? Who is this guy? The other giant red flag to me, it's just a huge red flag to be that obsessed about two men on the internet. Tommy and Johnny didn't know this guy in real life. It's not like they grew up together. It's not like they lived down the street from one another. It's not like they all did time together. It's not like they all were drug addicts together. This guy, Tom Baley, found Tommy and Johnny on YouTube 5 years ago, 5 plus, 5 that we know of. And this guy is still obsessing after 5 fucking years. July 11th of 2021. He's been making videos about Tommy and Johnny for 5 fucking years. That's a long time. He's been working on me for what? Year and a half? That is a serious obsession. He lives in Illinois. I don't know if he's from there. Lindsay showed me his house. I don't know if he's born and raised there. Something tells me this guy hasn't done a lot of traveling. We certainly know he didn't do prison time. I don't know if anything he has said, just hitching a ride off of others' channels to get views, Bunny Foo-Foo, for sure. 5 years to be making videos and obsessing about someone. And the first half of that 5 years was him being like, look, guys, I got a cool spoon with a signature on it. It's so cool. Obsessing and kiss-assing. And now it's the opposite. Now we just hate him. Anyone know his Instagram? Yes. Go follow him. Because you know what he's going to do? He's going to take it down. Here he is. Go follow him. He's public. I haven't followed him. Thomas Elwood Baley. Here's his videos. He doesn't have any teeth.
Happy Friday, everybody. So for this review, you'll notice I got my teeth out. It's because I can't really do a lot of chewing with the dentures yet. So pretty soon I'll be able to, but not quite yet. So anyway, got my new shades on. And I'm going to read. Good morning, everybody. We made it through Monday. It's now Tuesday morning, so hopefully Tuesday's starting out good for you. We got Monday behind us. Get to go forward. Capsaicin Weekly's out today. Go get my copy here real quick. Spend about an hour reading that, then head off to work.
An hour?
So, a couple quick shout outs, and then I'll let you get back to your day. Following Tony Reeves' lead with Garrett Gray. That's Garrett Gray.
This dude is obsessed. He needs something to do. Go give him a follow. What will be interesting, I say we give that a week. He's going to get that taken down. He's going to figure out a way to delete that Instagram. I certainly would if I were him. That is the epitome of embarrassment. That is incredibly embarrassing. To make hate videos about Tommy and Johnny and then have all these videos loaded up here on your Instagram about how obsessed and in love you are with those guys and their channels. That's definitely him. Thomas Elwood Baley. How did it turn into this? Where did they come from? He's in Illinois, Chicago, Jane. Who is the knife hoarder? It's an absolute fake ass pussy character. Yeah, it's a huge contrast from then to now, Holly. Why? Because he changed into a character. Somebody had him change into it. What kind of a person goes from that to the knife hoarder? And he's trying to be this dick swinging tough guy, prison gang Nazi. He went and got those tattoos. Tommy calls it the thug makeover. There's so much material to work with. I think honestly, he looks he looks much better without the beard. I think he looks more cleaned up. I wouldn't even make fun of that version of him. I don't see anything wrong with him. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like a family man. Like, he doesn't seem like someone to make fun of. I don't even care that he doesn't have any teeth. He doesn't seem like a guy to make fun of. He became super ugly, slapped on a beard, and just became he got a thug makeover, became a total hater. Thugalicious, Bunny Foo-Foo. He looked so much better without the pubes on his face and the hate in his heart. I agree with that. I very much agree with that, Paula D. Can you see the tattoos on the Instagram videos? Great question, Rocks in a Box. Yes, you can on some of them. There's one where he's in his car. Let's see. I think he shows
Good
it.
morning, everybody. Hope everybody has an awesome day. Almost made it to the weekend.
Oh, I'm not going to show that one because that one has his kid in it, and I don't want to show his kid. I can, but I don't want to. Out of just respect for kids, I'm not doing that. Let me see. Maybe this one.
What's up, everybody? So I got a sauce to review. Community Gardens Ghost Pepper Sauce.
There was one. Maybe it was that one, but I'm not going to show his kid. Let's see. Here you go.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes.
The day started out right this Saturday morning. Hopefully you're off. I, however, am not. Got to get through today. I have day off tomorrow with the family, so I'm looking forward to that as usual. I do have.
Yeah, he does.
This came today. Well, actually, it came last night. And yes, I waited to open it.
Yep.
To review it.
See him?
It's the least I could do. Steve C was nice enough to send me 2 sauces. I'll review the other one tomorrow. So the least I could do is wait to open it and do a proper review. I'll actually read the ingredient.
Those are his tats. Yeah, you can see him. Last Sunday of the month, Tammy. Green Blue, I kind of doubt that he's an undercover cop. He's still broadcasting from his car. Yeah, Rocks, he has him. He looks so great. What happened? I don't know, Megan Roberts. Honestly, it's kind of sad to watch someone crumble like that. Reese, you just said he slapped on a beard, and didn't someone say in chat it was a stick-on one? Maybe he really did slap it on. Could be. I don't know. But like, again, he seems like just even that one that I just played, he seems so nice.
Well, good morning, everybody. Hope the day started out right this Saturday morning. Hopefully you're off. I, however,
like, he seems like a nice, just kind of friendly dude. Now, right? Like,
so mud, like mud butt.
Now he just obsesses and weirds out on people.
Oh, shit the bed and then throw it to the wall. To fuck that guy Friday twofer.
Clever.
I just wanted to come back on real quick because I'm going to be...
Right? Like, now he just, he's making fun of...
Well, shit the bed, it's Toots Day. Threesome Toots Day? In case some of you missed it, Norman, Marissa, and Toots had a little powwow. Little I'm sorry fest. And,
he is obsessed. This guy is absolute. It's all he does. Like, all he does is videos on me. Look at this. Like, all he does is videos on me. Like, he thinks he's clever he did videos on me and Tommy in Ecuador. Like, it's kind of crazy to obsess about someone for 5 years in a row. Someone you've never met. I have never spoken to that guy. I have never talked to that guy once. And I am in every single video he does. Think about that for a minute. That is some serious mental illness. It's Mrs. Patty Cake. It's absolutely wild. Total stalker, Shelly. Total stalker. But one thing we know is for sure, he never went to prison. I want you guys to keep that in mind. Hit subscribe while you're here. He is definitely getting paid. Let me ask you this. Let me ask the chat this real quick while there's 300 people in here. I'm too lazy. I'm way too lazy. Would you be willing? Hey, Mrs. Sassafras. Huxley? Can you go out front? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to turn my camera on there we go. Never mind. It's Amazon. Yeah, you're good. I have a question for you guys. This is serious. I want to know. I want your feedback on this. If you're a content creator, and a lot of you are, if you're a content creator on YouTube, would you be willing to find someone, a character that you don't like, another content creator you've never met, right? Pick someone that you don't like, that you've never met. I don't care if it's a content creator. Make it fucking Jennifer Aniston. Make it a celebrity. I don't care. Fanboy showing signed spoon from Johnny. Yes, Debbie Zito. It's sad. I have a question though. Would you be willing to go 5 years of making daily videos, sometimes 2 or 3 videos a day for 5 fucking years about that person that you've never met, that you're just obsessed with? Yes or no? Say yes or no. You don't need to put a 1 in the chat. Yes or no? Would you be willing to do that kind of work? Now, you might go, Reese, but you talk about him. I don't talk about this guy on the regular at all. I couldn't if I wanted to. I don't know what to say. There's not enough to say. When would you do it? All of you were saying no. I knew you'd say no. When would you do it? If you were getting paid. There it is, Liz Tricks. Not for free. Now, would you do it if you were getting paid? I would. Absolutely. But I'm as deep as a puddle. Like, I'd probably pretty much do anything for the right amount of money. I mean, I wouldn't do it for a little bit of money, but I would do it for a lot of money. Yeah. If I was getting paid, I would probably do that. If I was already a content creator, if you wanted to slap, a few $1 million my way, sure, I'd do it. Absolutely. Depends on how much. I would do it for 10 grand a month. That's what I would do it for. 10 grand a month. Nothing lower than that. My price would start at 10. Depends on how much, Shelly. It really does. This guy is getting paid. And his weird fucking friend who got fired from the police department for being a racist. I don't, Raymond. I don't. I think he's absolutely getting paid. What kind of an insane individual? Oh, I know what Amazon just brought. My cooter wash. Guys, I ordered a new cooter wash and I'm really excited about it. I was just thinking because my nephew's birthday is this weekend and I ordered something for his birthday, but I had it shipped to my sister's house. So I was like, what just got delivered? My cooter wash. Is he the same dude that is a skateboarder? Hey, Llama Lisa, it's good to see you. Hey, Susie CJ. I don't think so, Rue, but thank you for super chatting. I don't know anything about skateboarding. Look at my cooter wash I ordered. Has anybody ever tried this? It was top rated on Amazon, and my other cooter wash is ridiculously expensive, and I wasn't willing to pay it. It was $10, and this was only $6. I'm cheap as shit, but it is my cooter. Has anybody ever heard of this? Cleansing Essentials Tea Tree Oil and Prebiotic Daily Feminine Wash. Now, I don't have a problem with odors, but it does say, well, I do when I'm on my period. I'm not going to lie. I don't like Lume near my cooter, Abdazzle. Let me check actually, because I used Lume deodorant, but I don't like to use it in the summer. Hold on. That's actually still pretty fresh. Let's see. Nope, that one's not as fresh. I don't fucking like Lume. I don't know why I bought it. They had a 3-pack on sale at Costco, and I fucking fell for it again. I don't like it. Sorry, Briggs. Oh, give you a product. I thought you were like, Reese, move on. This just looks interesting. And I read the reviews and everybody was like, oh my God, this is so good. So I'm excited to try it. Yeah, Lume just doesn't get the job done. I can use it for 6 to 8 hours and I start to stink. Like it doesn't last until the next day when I take a damn shower, especially in the summer. I use Lume in the winter because I don't sweat and get all gross. In the summer, nah, it doesn't hold up. Lume stinks. I don't love the smell, Lumen, but here's the thing. I'm trying to get away from like chemical-y products that can cause breast cancer. And I usually use like Dove under, like just regular deodorant. That's not good for you. Oh, tea tree oil is not good for your cooter? I know it's bad for cats. Okay, well, I'll let you know how my cooter is after I try it. The guy just delivered it. I'll give it a try probably tomorrow and just let you guys know. Well, that's why I only paid $6 for it. I'll try that, Stephanie. Okay, Anita Card. Will you remind me of that, Anita Card, or text it to me? Yeah, I don't like Lume. I just don't love it. That cooter wash is good, says Angie Mo. Your cooter is a self-cleaning oven, Reese. It's not, Stephanie. You have to use something on it. If you don't use some kind of a cooter wash on your cooter, I'm sorry. I guess mine didn't get the self-cleaning. I was born without the self-cleaning. I also am just weird about cleanliness. Like, this is why I don't use body wash, because I don't feel like it gets me clean. I need like soap and I need to scrub. Like, I scrub. I do the same thing with my hands. I do the same thing with my taint. Like, I really scrub when I'm trying. I don't even have big boobs, but I like lift my boob and I go under my boob, right? When I shower, I'm always like really scrubbing my body. I can't just like do a light little, what do you call it? Like a body wash. I don't like that. I don't feel clean enough. Okay, Abdazzle. Your vagina is self-cleaning. That's inside. The outside vulva is not. Right. Yeah. Well, I'm not going inside. I don't even like using my cup because I have to feel the inside and it grosses me out. Every time I do, I'm like, God, what does Tommy see in this? It's such a gross feeling. And then I start thinking of JoJo and Katie Did It and Diana H, all of our lesbians. And I'm like, vaginas are so gross to me. They're just like caves of like innards. Like, I've never stuffed a Thanksgiving turkey, but like I feel like that's what it would be like. That's why I don't work with raw chicken. That's why I'm a vegetarian. Like, who wants to touch like slimy, like that's what it feels like. A vagina feels like a raw chicken. It does. And I don't fuck with raw chicken breasts anyway. If you look at like the little weird fat linings and there's veins and shit, that's what a vagina looks like. Probably. Let's ask Yadira and Katie Did It. Lesbians in the chat, unite, please. Assemble. I think of Reese every time I wash my cooter. That is so cool. I love that. I love people who think of me when they shit their pants too. People will message me and they're like, I just shit myself at the store and I thought of you. I'm like, I love you. One lady messaged me and she was like, I'm at work and I just shit myself. What do I do? I was like, okay, I got this. I was like, stay calm. Abdazzle, gross. Love you, Just Joan. Oh, God. Don't you think that? If you don't like using your cup, do you use tampons? No, I hate tampons because they leak for me. Even though I have a really tight cooter, I bleed heavily. Old Charlie, what are you doing here? I bleed really, really, really heavy. My first 2 days are no joke. Tampons are stupid. Also bad for the environment. I love my cup because I have a tight cooter. Tommy pointed this out to me. He goes, you know why you love your cup? My cooter is really tight. And he was like, when I put it in, it's literally like it's like it just goes in there and it's like fits perfectly. I love the cup. I love it because you don't leak unless your cup runneth over. Also, it's fun when you get in the shower and you take it out and it's like Kill Bill and you just go, and then you imagine like my ex-husband and you're like, and you pretend like you just murdered someone. Of course I did, right? I love dumping that thing in the shower and watching the murder scene. It's literally like Kill Bill with Lucy Liu, that scene. So I love my cup. The problem with the cup is you have to reach up into your innards. Philip Wright, you're hilarious. You have to, what's touching me? Oh, I have a ghost hair. God, I felt like there was a spider on my arm. What's wrong with the cup is you have to reach up into your innards to get it. That thing's up there. It's not coming out, right? So you have to reach up there. And every time I do it, I wish I could film my face. Next time I might try when I have to get my cup. I'm always like, like I have my leg hiked up and I'm like, and I'm like reaching with my fingers. It's similar to the claw that you use to get public toilet paper out. Same with the pickle claw to get a pickle out, right? Pickle claw, cup claw. So you have to use your claw and you have to go up there and you have to go. And I think of fucking Katie Did It and Yadira. And I'm like, how are they into this raw chicken ass vagina? And then I think of Tommy and I'm like, what does he see in this thing? It's so gross up here. It's dark up here. It's cavey. It's disgusting. Oops, sorry, Tyler. And yeah, it's like a Thanksgiving turkey. I've only seen that in movies, but like it makes me think of like going into a Thanksgiving sorry, Briggs, like a Thanksgiving turkey's asshole or wherever you stuff it. I don't know what you do with a turkey. I've never made one, but it reminds me of that. It's like that's what you're doing when you have to get your cup. I love the cup, but I hate getting it out. Putting it in isn't as bad because you can like touch it from the bottom and shove it in. But getting it out, you have to like reach up there and like get around the edges and pull. Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross. Yeah, Raymond. It's some sick shit. So, do I use tampons? No, I avoid them because good for you, Buffy. I'm happy about that. That's great. I'm thinking about a pot of chili this week. I realize it's summer, but I like that shit year round. I also was thinking about I was looking up recipes today for a potato soup, which I realize is kind of a fall tradition, but you know me, I'm a soup eater. I know. So FAFO, everybody's afraid of the cup, but it's fantastic. It's an incredible invention, and I always feel like I'm saving the world, the environment, right, by not using tampons. And but I do love the shower removal of it. Yeah, Stephanie with the PH. So Chicago Jane, it's this cool plastic thing, and it folds up, and you shimmy it up your cooter pipe. You put it up there, and good for you, Kiki. And it just goes and it sticks like almost like a Batman movie. You know when Batman like shoots the thing up on a building and it like and it like sticks to the window and he goes zzz, and he like flies up. That's exactly how the cup works. You put it in there and it's like the thing going onto the window. You get it up there and it goes and then I go and then I go about my day and I take a bunch of Advil. But when the cup runneth over or the removal process happens, every time I have to reach up there with my cup claw into my innards and I go, how does JoJo do this? A grappling hook. Yeah. Oh my God, Susie, I love potato soup. I don't even need it with bacon on it. Your cooter pipe. You have to put it up the cooter pipe. And then I just think every time I'm like, what is Tommy so attracted to at this thing? I'm disgusted by it. It does. The cup runneth over like on the day 1 and day 2. You use your vagina muscles to push it out. I do that too sometimes. If mine is super full and I cough or sneeze, my cup will literally be like it'll start to come out. Do you have to change it every day? Oh yeah, P. Taylor. Yeah. Now after day 2, I can leave that thing in there for like 12 hours. Yeah, it's totally fine. I usually have to change it. I typically have to change it twice on day 1 and 2. And you want to hear something? I'm too scared, Rachel. You want to hear something really gross while we're talking about this? We're done with the knife order. That guy's a fucking loser. He's a poser. He's a liar. Let's move on. More important, my vagina. I was on my period in Ecuador. I started early. I don't know why I started early. I started 3 days early. I am clockwork. That train is never fucking late. And I started early. And it was so weird. And I was so bummed. Even though Tommy and I really couldn't bone down much anyway, I was just sad about it. Like I was in pain. I didn't like it. But I did pack my cup because I just wanted to be sure. I usually take it if I'm getting close to my period. So I packed it. And hey, Critters Creations, remember my flight home was almost 18 hours and it wasn't supposed to be? My cup fucking runneth over when I was waiting. No toxic shock. I don't know. I haven't had it yet. When I was waiting in the Miami airport for that damn pilot to show up, I was like, it was 2 a.m. And I was like, oh my God, you don't want to have to change your cup in public. Several reasons. You look like Whitey Bulger. Okay. You look like Tony Soprano coming out of that stall. Has anybody ever talked about this publicly? I don't think anybody has. And I just think real quick, we should address it. Okay. Couple of things. I'm weird about germs. So I went and scrubbed my hands because I'm about to enter into my cooter pipe. Yeah. I don't touch raw meat, including my vagina innards. Okay. So I'm in a public bathroom. Like people are going to see this and you're about to look like a mob boss coming out from a massacre. Okay. So cup claw, right? Clean hands as best as we can. We enter the stall at 2 in the morning, right? In a Miami airport. Okay. And I have to go up there and you hear it go, and I pull it out and you dump it, right? What do we do at home? We clean said cup and we re enter it into our innards. I can't do that. I'm not going to walk out of a stall with a disgusting ass cup, right? I'm not going to do that. It looks like a ketchup packet. So I have to dump, re enter into the innards, right? My least favorite thing to do. I can't wait till they talk about this on their 8 videos. It's the best they can do. It's all they got. They got Reese's cup, chlamydia, and my Poshmark closet. That's all they got. Okay, so we're giving them some stuff to talk about. We re-enter the cup into the cooter clap trap, right? Goes in, but now what? You ask, right? Now what? It's 2 a.m. There's people in this bathroom because we're all pissed and waiting on a pilot. And I come out looking like I just fucking came from a slaughterhouse. And I open the thing. Here's my cup hand, the cup claw, covered in blood. Yeah, nobody talks about this. Maybe I should put that on my wish list. Do I need a second cup? Holy shit, you're a genius. Do you know how many things over the years Kim is Blue has enlightened me about that I'd never thought of? Maybe I should just get 2 cups for when I'm in public. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. Damn. Jackie, I'm not sure. Damn. Yeah, keep an eye out for Marilyn's cup stream, please. Okay, well, I didn't think of that, Kim. Maybe you can get me one. Okay, so I come out looking like fucking Whitey Bulger, okay? Like I just came from a slaughterhouse. I open the door with my elbow and I come walking out and I got blood all over my hand because you got to go up there. You have to go in. It's like fucking delivering a child. It's literally like heroic, okay? Like am I a hero? Like, I mean, it's like you don't use the word humble to describe yourself, but basically, yeah, I would say yes. So I have to come out, maybe some surgical gloves. Wipe your hand with toilet paper before you walk out. Sure, Stacy, I tried, but it's not easy. Like if you think about it, like I have blood in my cuticles, like I had blood all over my hand. Yeah, you can try, but you still look like you just butchered a small fucking pig. Like there's no way to get around it. Oh, you're an angel, but I'm not going to do that. What is the brand of cup I use? Not because I want you to buy me one, but I can't think right now. Salt. It's the Salt cup. Those are great. I've used different ones. It's SAALT in case anyone wants to try. The cup is amazing. Rain makes music. It's amazing. So I come out. So yeah, Stacey Toms, I tried to wipe it off. There's no way to come out of that. So you just have to do the walk of fucking murder. You have to do the murder walk to the airport Miami bathroom sink with your cup claw. And I was like, damn. Hey, can you hit subscribe while you're in here? Even if you don't like me? Like, I know that the Knife Hoarder and his friends are here. Will you guys? Well, Knife Hoarder is totally subscribed. I know that dude's like signed up for notifications and shit. Hey, buddy, can you get your friends too? Your Nazi friends? Oh my God. I just watched with Tommy, we watched Inglourious Bastards. That movie is so funny for the Knife Hoarder. I love it when the guy goes, say auf Wiedersehen, dear Nazi balls. I love it. And Brad Pitt, he always goes, what does he say? We're in the business of killing Nazis. And cousin, business is a booming. I always think of fake convict Tom Baley. Poser Tom Baley. Pussy Baley. So anyway, I come out with my cup claw, not to be confused with the pickle claw, right? Toilet paper claw. I stole that from a stand-up. Great movie, Stephanie. And I come out and that's how it is. It's just the way it looks. And of course it looks like I was just in surgery because I was like pumping the soap, scrubbing, rinse, pump, scrub. I did it 3 times because I was like, oh God, like anybody else understand what I'm saying? Again, we don't talk about this, but like you get blood like in your little cracks. You know, I'm sure as I get old, there's going to be even more cracks. And then you just look like you just massacred somebody, which don't forget that I actually did. This is still fresh from this morning. I was in Victorville. Sanchez put this on me. Oh my God. See, you guys are geniuses. Wet wipes, Reese. Why didn't I think of all this? Damn. As much as I think I'm like this prepared woman, I don't think I am. Wet wipes. Why didn't I think of that? I was really pissed. That's why I love my bidet. I love my bidet for my period. That's what I use it for. Because then you can rinse the coot. You can rinse the coot, what were we calling it? The coot tunnel? The coot tarmac? The coot runway. Who became a member? Hey, Llama Lisa did. Thank you, Llama Lisa. What a baby angel, and I'm really happy to see you. Oh my God. The coot pipe, right? I love a bidet for the innards, for your innards, for your turkey coot. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bum deal, Kim is blue. The whole thing. Put the cup in a sandwich bag for travel. The coot cavern. I like that, Debbie. How come you guys are smarter than me? See, this is where I really lack, and I'm not going to lie. I'll be totally upfront with you. The coot tube. This is where I really lack. Hey, Adventures with Beth, life skills. I think I have my shit together, and then I don't. Look at Kim is like, get a second cup. Look at our friend who said it? Wet wipes. Look at Liz, who's like, put it in a sandwich travel bag. I don't think about any of that shit. That's kind of sad. I plan out like what I want to eat for the week, but I don't plan out my period enough to travel. And I think that's kind of sad. Like I'm sitting around usually the coot shoot. Usually I'm sitting around and I'm like, what if I tried this on my pizza? Like those are the thoughts that I have. Hey, yeah, Adventures with Beth, I'm happy to see you. That's what's kind of sad too, is like these haters focus myopically, like hardcore on my life. And honestly, I'm just sitting around like thinking about different types of pizza. I'm like, what if I put cauliflower on it? Not like a crust, but just on it. Like it's weird. Yeah, gloves. Joanne Holly was like, bring some gloves. Why didn't I think of any of this? I feel sorry for myself. I feel bad for me right now. I actually feel bad for me. We have your back on coot maintenance. I'm kind of bummed out right now. What did I miss? The coot juice. Oh my God, that's his new name, Coot Juice. Yeah, Kim is blue. Like, you guys are busy hating me, and I'm just fucking thinking about like the most dumb shit. It's unbelievable. I'm literally like, pickle claw, cup claw. And people are like, I got the receipts on Reese. And I'm like, wonder what I should dip that in. Like, it's sad. I really don't. I don't feel like I deserve it. I don't feel like I should be your biggest hater. I don't. I don't know that I deserve it. But if you want to continue to pick me, that's fine. You missed my comment, but I watched a reel where the wife was drying her cups on a towel next to the mouthwash. She caught her husband using it as a mouthwash. Oh. That's so gross. That's so gross. That's fucking gross. That's really fucking gross. Oh my God. That makes me think of the time that I had that boyfriend that cheated on me and I took his toothbrush and brushed his dog's asshole with his toothbrush. Remember that? That makes me think, what would you rather do? Use a toothbrush that had your dog's asshole brushed or use a period cup to use your mouthwash? Oh, wait. Yeah, Raymond. What size gloves do I wear? I have pretty small hands. What would you rather do? Use a toothbrush that was brushed by your dog's asshole or a cup to rinse out mouthwash. Now, the cup doesn't have blood in it, but she dried it. She dried it and cleaned it off. I pick the cup any day. And the mouthwash would clean it. I agree with that, Raymond. Anita, I'm sorry I missed it, but thanks for being a member and I love you. And can you text me, Anita? What I asked you to text me earlier? P. Taylor for wet wipes. I needed that. I love grifting for useless travel supplies. Thank you so much, P. Taylor, and I've missed you. Joanne, here you go toward cooter supplies. See, guys, we needed to give them something to work with, and the shit writes itself. Thank you so much, Joanne Holly. I love you. Thank you guys for the super chats. Hands down the cup. The dog had a clean. Are you Kim is Blue? Are you saying that you would rather use, who would rather use a toothbrush? Love you, Buffy, that you brush your dog's ass with. Hey, MJ. Why is there black on your face? I'm traumatized with this cup. I'm sticking. Okay. So the MJ, we're talking about that fake dude that my biggest hater that is a he said he was a convict. He said he was in prison and that's where he got all of his tats and he totally made it all up and it's a lie and he never went to prison. He's just got the thug makeover tats. So I went and got a teardrop, MJ, which means I murdered somebody. So they call me Wrecking Ball Reese in the pen and I just got out of Louisville? What was it? Is it Louisville? Alcatraz. I just got out of Alcatraz this morning. That's what it was. Love you, Buffy. I'm glad that helped you. Jeannie, he cheated on me and he deserved it. I don't want to hear about it. I've said it once. I'll say it again. Travel bidet. I don't have one of those. I don't have one. Oh, Victorville. Did I say Louisville? That's hilarious. Did I say Louisville? Oh my God. I've got problems. How do I have so many friends? I love you guys so much. Thank you, Helena. And I'll look into it, babe. I can't. Alcatraz is closed. Ugh. Rhonda McNeil. Did I say Louisville? How do I have people in here right now? You guys just stick with me. I don't know if it's because you feel sorry for me. Like, I often wonder, I ponder this all the time. I had time to think about it while I took time off. And I was like, how the hell do I hold 300 people for 2 hours in a chat? Like, do you just feel that sorry for me? I am such a fuck up on so many levels and I make no sense and I don't know how to pronounce words. I don't even really know how to use words. And I think I'm like, how in the world do you guys stick with me? Yet you do. Like, we just keep this bus going. And I think that's fucking crazy. I know, me too, Sun Yellow. That was hilarious when she did that. Prison tier. Yeah, MJ, thank you. Now you get it, right? In Louisville, Victorville. I was in Victorville, not Louisville. That was where my my other friend Sanchez goes, Louisville. Thank you for your super chat. Maybe Ann Battles. Hey, Mindy Doolin. I don't know how to use words sometimes. I said Louisville, like Kentucky. Okay. They have daily contacts. Why not daily cups? Rue, because it's bad for the environment. We're trying to save the world, Rue. So when I use my period cup, I always think like I'm saving the landfills, right? So, Rue, tampons are really bad. Tampons are also, I think tampons have like chemicals in them that you're putting up into your cooter innards, and it's just not good all around. Reese, your program title says it all. You are definitely relatable. Mrs. Carson, I appreciate that. And I'm always happy that I chose that name for this channel. I don't use pads, MJ. I use a cup. Philip Wright, what if your girlfriend loved pets? Would she mind the toothbrush? What do you mean? We are here because you have a beautiful soul and are authentic, which is rare in today's world. Enlightened Truth Seeker, thank you. That is such a nice thing to say. Also, your chat and Nora's best chat ever. I know. Nora, that's because Nora and I have a lot. We share a lot of the same chat. Like, we have a lot of the same people in our chat. I love that. Now, there's a few. Like, that's one of the reasons I don't go into Nora. I don't fuck around in Nora's chat much because there are a few people that are like, I hate Reese. And I get like, I trigger the shit out of them when I go in there. So I often watch Nora quietly because I don't want to go in there and be like, hey, everybody. And people are like, Reese is in here. I really create a hateful situation. This is relatable, but I'm also hateable. I'm incredibly hateable. Like, you either fucking like me or you hate me. Like, you hate the shit out of me. People, like, just watch Marilyn. Go watch any stream about Marilyn doing a stream on me. I don't know how she holds her head up. Sometimes I feel like she's like doing this. I feel like she has to hold her fucking head up, like from going insane. Hey, Don Pariso. That's good, Stacey Toms. And I I know. I love Nora's mods. Like I don't feel like they would allow people to really eat me alive. Although you can. Like I can handle it. Do you know how much fucking hate I get? I don't mind it. Like if I went in there, you don't have to delete their comments. It doesn't bother me. I am so fucking hated. Sometimes like you see the smile on my face? It's weird. I almost get a thrill out of it at this point. It's insane. Like if we were doing a contest, thank you, Llama Lisa. I feel like I would be like definitely at the top for being most hated. There'd be like the most likable, the prettiest, the most funny. Like I would hold the fucking record for Reese is hated. But what's crazy is Tommy says this a lot. I can hold my own hand battles. I absolutely can. I'm not worried about any of that. I also, what was I just going to say? Oh, Tommy says this to me too. And I do think this is true. I use a cup, Jennifer Minton. My cup doesn't leak. I don't need to use a pad. If I was going to use a tampon, I'd probably have to use a pad because that shit leaks all the time. Cup, no leaks. Unless it's been like 12 hours and I sneeze. What was that? Oh, Tommy says this, and I think this is true. I also, though, am loved. So, like, as much as I'm hated, I have some, Tommy calls you guys rabid. He's like, you have some rabid fucking people in your audience who would go to bat for you any day, who are basically like an army of people who support you and lift you up and would never leave you. And he's like, I've never seen anything like that before. Tommy says that to me a lot. He's like, you are so fucking blessed because he's like, you have people who are diehard people. It's true. And I love that. I think that's why I get such a thrill out of it because it's the yin and the yang. Like I get hate, but not near as much as people love me. And I'm not saying a ton of people love me, but the people that do love me fucking love me. Like I'm very aware of that. Yes, Debbie Zito, definitely Joanne Holly. So it makes it kind of fun. It's almost like this fun game, Lumen, that goes back and forth because love me or hate me, our haters can't hold can't hold a crowd of 300 plus people for 2 hours. They can't do it. And you know what's funny about this? The 300 people in here right now are not people who love me. A few of them are, but there's a lot of people right now watching that are like, I hate this fucking bitch. Like Goot's watching right now. Tom Bailey's watching right now, and his weird little fucking Nazi friends are watching right now. And they're like, I hate this bitch. Like they're yelling at their screens. But I get kind of a kick out of it. One, because there's nothing they can do to me. They have no power over me, and they hate that shit. But they also hate how much you guys love me. The rabidness is real, and they fucking hate that they can't rip you away from that. There's nothing they could, there's no receipts that they could put out that's going to make Liz Tricks walk away from me. Debbie Zito, Joanne Holly, Armine, right? My mods, all of you guys, love you too, Debbie Gonzalez. There's certain people here that they'd love to rip away from here and they can't. And it makes them insane. Now, 5 years worth, Tammy, I love you too. 5 years worth of insanity making videos seems like a little overkill. Also, take a look at that. How much damage has the knife hoarder and his weird racist friend Good done to Tommy and Johnny? They've only gotten bigger. And that's a weird combination too. Why haven't they taken a look at that? I know Marie Marion. I know the people who are here to stay. And it's incredible. And I'm grateful for it all day long. I think about you guys all day long. MJ, I love you too. Tommy's right. It's a little bit insane. It's one thing I will always think about for the rest of my life, whether I have this channel or not. Hey, Jamie Castro, I am so grateful for the people who love and support me here. It's no joke. We're going on 3 years. Yeah, it was Renee B, but people leave all the time. We're going on 3 years, and it's insane that I'm just going to say it. It's insane to me that I still get super chats. Like you would think that shit would have dried up. And I think that really pisses them off that I still get super chats. People still support me. We still are rolling with the Zoom calls. I still have members on my channel. Like I think they thought Holiday is chopped liver. I think they thought, hey, Sarah from Cali, I can't name all of you off. I feel like George Clooney right now, like accepting an award. I'm like, thank you to everyone. I just can't name all of you. Like, there's too many of you to name. Holly, you're definitely at the top of my list. Quit being silly. Jeannie Hansen, you too. Raymond, of course. Quit messing around. West Coast, come on. Anita Cards, what? Okay, now you're just making me feel bad. See, this is what happens. DNV, see, DNV is definitely one of them. She's been in our Zoom call since day one. Love you, DNV. Thank you for being a member. What was I saying just now? That's the number one question. Why do they hate me? Why do they hate me? Because they can't take any of the things I just listed off away. It's like Tommy and Johnny. They thought they were going to win. Guys, you are contractually obligated to stay. Yes, that's small print. Thank you, Shelly Kelly. They only got bigger. Tommy and Johnny only got bigger. Truth in a blender, so true. Do you guys get that? They can't. All right, Kim is blue. I brought water too. I love you too, Jamie Palmer. I'm glad you feel a little better. They don't have a sense of humor. Debbie Gonzalez, they never have. Tommy and Johnny only got bigger and more popular. They're not successful. So you're, well, shit the bed bullshit. It hasn't ever worked, dude. And it never will, right? Exactly, Stacey Toms. There you go, haters. Love this woman. I've actually met her in person multiple times, and that sealed the deal for me. I love you, Liz Tricks. I love you forever. She is, Liz, you're probably one of the first people I met on my channel, from my channel. You and I, when we sat down with your cousin, I'm not going to name her, but when we sat down with her in Murfreesboro, that was one of my, and certainly I bonded with you right away. Like I bonded to Liz Triggs. I had so many questions for her. I will never forget that conversation. She made a blanket for me. She brought me truffle cheese. It was insane. We had so much fun. And it was only a couple hours that we spent together, but I have met with Liz Triggs so many times since then. And I can say the same about her. That sealed the deal for me too, meeting her in person, hugging her. Jamie Castro, it's a teardrop tattoo that I got in Victorville this morning for murdering someone. Love you, Raymond. Yeah, Joanne Hawley, you and your tiny 4'11" self. I'm going to squeeze the shit out of you one day too. But same thing with Liz. It sealed the deal for me. Like this is a lifelong friend of mine. She has done so much for my mental health. You have no idea. I love Liz Tricks. And thank you, Liz. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Nicola, while you guys are here, please hit subscribe. It's free. Hit subscribe. Exactly, Anita Card. A lot of you have signed NDAs. You are here under a contractual agreement, but it still feels like a nice bond, doesn't it? I think so. But I think that they can't take that away. And oh my God, I was just saying that on the phone to Nora this morning. I want to do a meetup with Nora. I would love to hug Nora. Same with Lindsay. Who did I kill, Jamie? It's a secret, kind of like Tom Baley says, right? Like I can't say that because I'm in a gang. I'm in a prison gang, but I go by the name of Wrecking Ball Reese. So you can ask my gang associates, but I am their leader. I want to Abdazzle. I talked about that this morning on the phone with Nora. I want to meet her in person sometime. It'll happen. It'll happen organically. I don't know if I would fly to Portland. I don't know if she would fly somewhere and I would fly to that city and meet up with her. Hey, Sikorsky. But I would absolutely love to. It's not that I would love to. It will happen. At some point, I will absolutely hug Nora. I want to meet her in person very bad. That's right. Yeah, Nancy got it. Jamie Castro, this stays for life, but what happened got expunged from my record. So you'll never find it because I murdered somebody and it got expunged overnight. So, but I got some cool ink while I was there. And this one, I would love to do a meetup, Abdazzle, with all of us, with Nora there. That would be amazing. Good for you, Nicola. She's drunk. I love it. So, guys, they can't take that away from us. I feel so much more different since this Ecuador trip. I just feel way more. I love that Truth in a Blender. I feel so much more. No, Jamie, I've never met her in person. I feel so much more. Is the word liberated? I just feel very freed. I don't give a shit what these people say. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to do much more content on these people who hate me. We're really going to kind of move on from it and do the old kind of content we used to do. I still like to talk about them. It's fun to bring this shit up, but there's really not much more to say. Yeah, Lumen, the jig is up. Like, Marilyn beat her kids, right? Like, she's been exposed. She's total trash. She's friends with Nazis and racists, right? Let's not forget that, right? Marilyn has said she's friends with Goot, okay? Goot is, he has said, I'm not a racist. I'm not dangerous. Bullshit.
But like I said, I don't care how much of an asshole you are or how much I don't like you. If you're a white guy, I would never root for the black guy against you. You know, and that's just a fact. And a lot of people are fucking sellouts today. You know, they just want to be PC and go with the flow. Well, fuck you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's not a racist. Sure, that dude's not a racist. Yeah, so Marilyn is friends with these people. They've all been exposed. Like Lumen said, the jig is up. And Rue says most of us don't even watch those people. I know that too. So it's really beating. Hey, Go the Greek. Wow. I have thought about you a lot. I wanted to tell you I finally am inside and safe for the first time in over a year. Thank you so much for the help. I didn't send you much money, but you're welcome. I sent you what I could. I'm glad you're on your feet. I am really happy to hear that. I have worried about you. I wonder, I'm not going to name the city, but are you still in the same city? God, I'm happy to hear that. That is really exciting. I am really happy to hear that. Jamie Castro, that's Goot Juice. Coot Juice. Yeah, and Battles. The bottom line is Tom Baley, aka the Knife Hoarder, who is a character that he plays because that's not his real demeanor. Go watch him. That's not who he really is. He is playing a fake fucking role. And he's being paid to do it. The dude is a total phony fucking poser. He's a pussy ass poser. And he won't do anything to speak to this. He won't show a record that he got it expunged. He won't show where he did time. He won't show what gang he was in. He's full of shit. Hey, Sharon, he's full of shit. So hopefully the people that follow him see that. Your little prison leader just was following Tommy and Johnny Scoville and got his feelings hurt and then decided to become a fanatical fucking hater for the last 5 years. Talk about obsessing. That dude is obsessed. That's insane. That's some dedication. I don't love anything that much except Gert. Seriously. Like it's you'd be hard pressed to find me. That's not true. I mean, there's some things like the Sephora lip stains. I was obsessed with those. They don't make them anymore. Like, that's true. You can't expunge a prison conviction. You can expunge certain things by Rachel Sandy, like Tommy said, but violent crimes, you absolutely cannot. Well, speaking of, before we leave, we'll say goodnight. Oh. Punky's just woke up from a nap and she's looking absolutely stunning. What a gorgeous little bird. Beautiful little bird, too. Look at that gorgeous face. Really unbelievable. Really beautiful. We love your summer cut. Looking really extra. Really special. Punky, Mommy really loves you, but so does the Lord. And the Lord favors you. The Lord says that he's extra fond of Punky. And she says, I already knew that. The Lord and I are best friends. I was born next to Christ. And every morning when I wake up, the Lord looks at me and says, oh my me. Oh my me. That's my most beautiful creation. And then Christ looks at his dad every morning and says, oh my dad. That is a beautiful creation. I know, Kim. Do I think they say that stuff to scare me? Say what stuff? That he did time? That he's a Nazi? That doesn't scare me. That makes me think you guys are weak as shit. You're weak little pussies. Who the hell goes to prison and is like, yeah, I went to prison. I got all these tats from prison. Like, people don't do that. Real convicts don't do that. Tommy did hard time. You don't see that guy making a channel out of it. He made a channel to help better people, starting with sobriety, right? Because that's something he can relate to. And then he switched over to true crime because, again, that's something Tommy knows a lot about. So he didn't make a channel like, yo, dude, I'm a convict. Like, what a pussy asshole. What an absolute waste of time. I think we can close the book on Tom Baley. There's not much else to say about him. He made up the entire story that he went to prison. That's the most embarrassing thing I can think of. So you have to think for a minute. That guy went and got fake Nazi tattoos just to say he went to prison. That's tells me all I need to know. Yeah, they're total weak little babies. Speaking of little, though, did you know that you were going to be this small? Did you know that you were tiny? Did you know you were going to be this dainty? That's a lot of extra sass for such a little person. Yeah, we can consider that book closed. I really don't have anything else to say. Kim is blue. I have things I really want to talk about that have nothing to do with these pussies. So let's move forward. Please hit subscribe. I don't care what they say about me going forward. I don't know that I'll watch it. I might check in every once in a while, but they have also, I know, Steph, Goot is such a pussy. Yes, Sharon, Goot is such a pussy. He's like, I'm not going to Florida to see you, Lindsay. He's like, I'm not going to Oregon to see you, Nora. He's like, I'm just going to Nashville to play a guitar. Like, he is backed out. That dude is spineless. We should start calling him Jellyfish. Jellyfish Goot. So who is the true grifter in the end? Who's the real con artist? Was that the same guy? Yeah, Jamie, that was Goot. Who's the real con artist? Who's really playing the long con here? Who fucking lies about going to prison for years and years and years? Have you still been talking? Stacy, I'll talk about that in one of these shows. That's gotten a little weird for me, and I feel like there's some kind of a setup to that. I'm not entirely sure, and I don't trust it. Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry, Sikorsky. Jeez. Oh my God. Armine, you're so cute and I love you. I hope Rafi's doing better. I love you. Please hit subscribe while you're in here. Thank you tonight for the super chats, for the people who became members. I appreciate that so much. So much. Thank you, mods. Yeah, Shelly, exactly. Thank you for my mods. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. We're going to close the book on Tom Baley. That guy is a pathetic waste of space. I wish that he would honestly see. He reminds me of Marilyn, where I wish he'd go back to his original content. His stuff on Instagram wasn't so bad. Like, if he made a channel about that, not so bad. Why don't you speak to the stuff you know, dude? Becoming a hater made you ugly as shit. I love you, Helene. I love you, Stacey Toms. Made you ugly. Well, I don't understand, Angie Mo. Like, all of those things made him not likable, ugly, made him look stupid. Like, go back to your original content. Same with Marilyn. Like, hate chasing isn't a good look. You guys can't create your own content. It was boring, yes, Shelly, but at least he was harmless. He seemed like a nice dude. Like, he wasn't someone I would want to attack. Love you, Debbie Gonzalez. That's all I'm saying. So let's move forward. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Fridays can be sketchy. Sometimes you guys are busy and you can't be here, but I'll be here. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Sorry, I kind of went off the rails about my cooter, but I feel like that was a necessary conversation because we just aren't normalizing dumping a cup in public. And I think it needs to be talked about. And I'm happy to be the person to do that. I volunteer as tribute. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again. Here comes Fred.